What's up, guys? It is Joe and Kev coming at you again with another video. Today we're going to talk about margins, what you should be pricing your items at to be successful, what you should take into account, and pretty much just how to make some good money. So the first thing that I would recommend really is lay out, what you are going to be spending just to start. You really have to take into consideration your advertising budget, obviously the product costs, and so on. So that can be how you can really lose money very quickly. So, Kev, you want to add anything to that?
Yeah, so it really depends on what your cost is of the item. For example, if you're buying something wholesale for $5 for something $50, your margins are obviously going to be different. One thing I do see in a lot of these Facebook groups about dropshipping is what they do is they'll get a sale, but they ended up spending $20 on a Facebook ad, and they're actually losing, but they don't realize that they're losing. So you have to definitely take that into consideration, and you have to make sure you sell items that are going to be profitable. So, for example, the way retail usually works is, let's say your cost is $5, you would then sell it in your store for $20, and then you would wholesale for $10. But since it's an online store and you don't have all the expenses of a retail shop, I wouldn't go that high in general. I would probably go, if it's a $5 item, I'd probably try and sell it for $14.99. That's your trigger number. $14.99, $17.99, $19.99, $24.99. I always happen to do best with these numbers, and I think it's like a proven fact because it's just one under. Like
I've also
under 25.
Yeah, I've also actually seen that a good way to do it is for numbers that people can't divide in half easily. So if you're using like odd numbers plus obviously 99 cents, maybe $17.99, stuff that they can't split in half easily, you may have a better chance of selling the item as well.
Yeah. So it really depends on like what you are getting. Like, for example, if I was a drop shipper, what I would do if I was getting something for throw you out of the way. If I was getting something for $10, I would sell it for no more than $24.99. But you have to also understand that your goal is to get people to buy as many items as they can from your store, right? So if they're just going out with one, that's why I do free shipping over 50, because my goal is for them to spend over 50. In order to do that, you have to buy 2 or 3 or 4 items for that to happen. So then your margin increases. So if they buy 2 or 3 items, you're not really making $10 anymore. You're making $20, $30, $40. So that's another big thing. Free shipping at a certain price, I think, always works best. Based on my experience. But yeah, as far as margins go, it really depends on the item. If you have specific questions as to what you're selling, comment below or ask either me and Joe, and we will help you to the best that we can. But don't forget, try and put as many items as you can in your store. Don't just think that I'm just going to sell this one item. I bought it for $10, I'm selling it for $24.99, I'm only making $15. Plus advertising expenses, which it could come down to 10, so you're really pocketing 5.
It's actually a really good point. The more items that you have in your store, the better. Better chance someone's going to like something. So, you may think that, all right, well, I have a few items that I like selling, but think about like the end customer. What could they use with the items that you're already selling? And as many items as you can possibly list, you'll have a better chance of making money.
I agree. Sure. Another huge point is I think it's best to drop ship in the beginning, right? So let's say I have 100 products in my store. You see what items sell. Then when you actually reach out to that supplier, sometimes you can get a much better wholesale price from them if you actually buy in bulk. So if you're selling, for example, 20 t-shirts, and you're spending $14, $15 per t-shirt drop shipping, contact them, be like, hey, I want to buy 100 up front, or I want to buy 200 up front, and that $15 cost will probably go down to $12 or $10. So reach out to your supplier and see what works best for you. At the end of the day, you're in it to make money. If you're just spending money on Facebook ads that aren't working, try something else. Try influencers. Keep trying different things. But don't forget, the biggest thing is get as many people as you can to your store. That is huge.
Yep, absolutely. Just to add to what Kevin said, obviously, if you're drop shipping, that might not be the model like for wholesale buying in bulk. But it could be an option that can, number one, save you money, make your customers happier because, number one, you're shipping out the item, so there's less lag time between when you get the order placed and when your manufacturer ships it out. And, that could be a good option in the future if you start scaling up. So.
And you have more control. But then again, you don't have as much risk, and when you drop ship, there's no risk. You're just spending money on your advertising, and it's your time. So Yeah, that sums it all. Under 5 minutes. Take care, guys.
Oh,
press subscribe.
yes.
It's not under 5 minutes anymore.
That's true. It's all good. But yeah, as Kevin said, press subscribe. Join us. Join our Facebook group as well. A ton of people are joining every single day, helping each other out, building each other's businesses. And we look forward to seeing you in there.
Add your buddies.
Yep. Peace, guys.